September 24th. Um, it's like 7 in the morning, 7:02. I haven't been asleep yet. I'm over at the cemetery. I planted flowers here for my dad. So I come over almost, I did it for my dad and mom. I come over almost every day and water them and pick them and keep the weeds away from them and all that. And I'm putting this message together because a number of reasons, but one of the main ones was that there's just a lot going on with me. Um, I've got more complications as far as my cancer situation is, and it's because of me and me not taking care of myself the way I was supposed to and listening to the doctor. But I went through this whole process in hopes of gaining who I am and what I am in order to be a better person for you and my son. And I've failed myself, and I've also failed both of you. I um, I do I've been through a lot, and I've done a lot. I've hurt you in just about any way possible. I've hurt you, and I've lied to you numerous times and deceived you, the whole nine. I don't take back anything that I've done. I'm not trying to discount it at all. It just bothers me that through it all, though, the one constant that's been in my life over the last 5 or 6 years is the fact that I love you tremendously. Um, and I put my life and gave up everything for you, and it bothers me. I'm cool with the fact that it didn't work or whatever, but it bothers me that you don't realize that. Um, I'm not saying I had just this perfect life, but life was okay. And I'm not saying that I would have been just totally happy, but I could have been content. And I thought I was doing the right thing by choosing happiness in my heart. And then it's all said and done, I look back on now I have nothing. Like I go to chemo, and I just really paid some attention for the first time the other day. But it's the way that things are made up that you sit in. It's a chair attached to it, and that's because people have family come sit with them and things of that nature. And I don't. I do all that stuff by myself. And it's like after all we've been through, I just think about times that we really struggled where we didn't have, barely money to eat and things of that nature. I mean, I think about that big winter storm when we walked to the store. I had like $40, $50 in the world. You wasn't working at all. And we just, we made it work, however we had to do. And it's like, it's times that I look back on struggles like that, and especially at that time, I didn't have to be in that struggle, but I was where I wanted to be, and I wouldn't change that for the world. And, you've done your things to hurt me, I've done mine, but I just never imagined that I can go through something so life-altering, life-changing, I mean, look at me, I'm 150, like I damn near weigh what you weigh. And I look to my left and right. I mean, I can't get a phone call, nothing from people that I know, I've been there for, and they know that if the roles were reversed, I would never leave their side. And that's just got to be a hurting feeling. I don't think anybody ever stops and looks at things from my point of view. But that shit hurts like hell. And 90% of my conversation is with people who can't answer me, like my mother and father. And I just don't know, you know, what am I supposed to do? So it's like at this point, I tell myself sometimes, okay, I have my moments where I go to church and I'm just so pumped, like, it's nothing I can't accomplish. It's nothing I can't do. Because, like, if I would have put my mind to it, I could beat cancer. So I definitely can beat this little situation with you and I. And, I'm just at a point right now, it's like I'm ready to just give it up. So, all the things I've said to you, you know, lately and things like, you send me a text just talking about I'm so confused, which is so far from the truth. Like for the first time, maybe ever, I know exactly what I want. I know, it's the greater part of me just don't want to be here anymore. The greater part of me just realized that this is just too fucking hard, to deal with and deal with alone. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, what you're gonna look back and listen to these things later on down the line. But the person I am now is not the person that I'm proud of. I'm not proud of who I am, in the eyes of my father, and definitely not proud of who I am in the eyes of my son. I haven't talked to AJ since August 9th. And I haven't seen him since like August 6th or something like that, August 4th or something like that. And, like I've been told you before, I'm a better person because of you. And I'm a better person with you. When it's all said and done, nobody can make me do anything. But I've realized over this time that you make me want to be a better person. Like, if it wasn't for you, I'd still be in the streets. I remember it like it was yesterday. You told me one day we were talking, you was like, I would never wait on you if you went to jail. And I dibbled and dabbled a little here and there to maintain and things like that, but I just left it alone. Because I didn't want to go through the thought of that and go through what I'm going through right now. And is that a good thing, or would I probably been dead or in jail? Maybe, I don't know. But I had times before, I got my money back that I would just think like, man, I wouldn't be in this financial struggle. Shit, I'd rather just did me. It's like things like that, like you don't understand and always just took for granted. But when it all comes down to it now, all I have now is, the little twos and fews that I have, and I have no family support. I don't have you, you're dealing with all these different men and doing this typical stuff, and it's just like you're going on with your life, and life is great and fun. And I spend 99% of my day thinking about you. I spend 99% of my day making myself not do things to people. I mean, it's just no way to live. I throw up 5-6 times a day. Sometimes I can't control my bowels. And, I'm doing this all by myself. And I don't care what. I don't deserve that at all. That period. And, I hear different things, and, I pretty much follow any and everything you do. So I just sit around and it just it kills me. Like the other day, I sat on that train track by your house by the library for like 2 hours. Any other time, train came 5, 6 times. No train came. I was just in disbelief. 2 hours, not one train came. But I was just so like defeated and just couldn't believe like what's going on. And it pushes me to the point where I'm just like, well, if I can't have her and all that stuff, I'm gonna prove to her and the world just how much I love her. And I'm willing to sacrifice my life for that. And it's like the longer this goes on, it's just like the more and more it's at the point of no return. And it's like the two people that I actually do care about, I don't have a relationship with them at all. And that's you and my son. And like I said, I don't like the person I am without you. I love you with every ounce of my soul, everything that's in me. I love you. And, if you would have gave me a chance, I would have did any and everything, to prove that. I mean, that's why I haven't been really spending any of this money and all that shit. Cause I keep in my mind, like, all right, well, I gotta buy her and the family a house, like, things of that nature. And cause it ain't just you that I love, like, I love your family. I used to hate the thought of us getting married and having to take your mom and brother. And now it's like I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's just like, I don't know why God is doing this. I asked Sunday, I even went up for prayer. And, everybody looking at me, don't have no facial hair and my eyebrows, and everybody think it's just about this cancer. I was up there crying because of you. It has nothing to do with, what's going on with that. Yeah, I know I look funny and I look small and I look sick and people are talking, but what they can't see is my biggest problem is my heart. It's crushed. That's the part that kills me the most. And if you told me last week, I asked you were you happy, you told me you were happy that we're not dating. And you probably haven't thought about that since. It's probably been on my mind the entire time since. So, it's like I was asked the other day, do I think you sit around and cry over me, or do you sit around and laugh and joke with your friends about me? And the honest answer, I think you probably do laugh and joke about me. And like they were just trying to tell me I shouldn't be crying over somebody that wouldn't cry over me. But it actually put my mind in a whole nother place, like this is my life and this is a joke to her. I spend 80% of my time in one of these cars. And I'm just tired of it. I just be wanting to see you and to hold you